My name is Erin Ballantyne, and today I'm going to be discussing and providing a quick analysis of the food service industry with a particular focus on restaurants and customer experience as part of the MK9514 mod. At a glance, the objectives for this vlog are to identify the most important elements of customer experience in restaurants as part of the food service industry, and to evaluate to what extent Miller and Carter, as part of Mitchells and Butler's parent company, provide a high quality service relative to its competitors. In order to identify the most important elements of customer experience in restaurants and to provide a rationale for the criteria, I looked at academics within the tourism and hospitality sector. First, I came across OE, who enlisted an extensive list of elements that customers perceive as important when choosing restaurant service, namely food quality, value for money, image and atmosphere, and location, including speed of service. Despite this list being quite extensive, the factors of customer experience in restaurants was developed in 1992, therefore it might be out of date. Hence why I moved into my second academic source, Yang and Namkung, which was a journal article from 2009. The list is far more condensed into three main elements: service quality, product quality, and atmospherics. And I've chosen these criteria to continue examining customer perceptions of quality for Miller and Carter. Okay, so moving forward with these criteria, I've selected some data in order to provide some reasoning towards how these elements impact customers and their experience within hospitality. The most recent data surrounding the eating out sector came from Mintel in December 2019. The key findings from this review was that customers perceive freshly prepared ingredients as the highest indicator of food quality. The typical branding of British and seasonal ingredients falls behind, which is interesting as Miller and Carter prides themselves on their seasonal and homegrown ingredients. As shown by the data, there are many indicators suggest high food quality, however, fresh ingredients remains on top. Next, finding attributes and elements that are important to the service quality and atmospheric quality was actually quite difficult, and the latest data I could find was from 2002 by Tucci and Talaga, which was data collected from 40 interviewees and which suggested that responsiveness and empathy as the most important elements of the experience in restaurants, and atmospherics such as attractive decor and knowledgeable waiters fell drastically behind. This may suggest why recent data was so difficult to find, as it could be due to a need for more insight and surveying to find out what customers actually want as part of their experience in restaurants. Is gimmicky designs and Instagrammable decor the most important factor? Probably not. At the heart of it is high quality food and fast service. In the next section of the blog, we're going to look at Miller and Carter's current position in the restaurant market and how it compares to its competitors. When researching data for this part, it is key to note that Miller and Carter is actually part of the pub chain Mitchells and Butlers, therefore the data associates it with fast food chains and other pub chains like Wetherspoon, despite having quite a different clientele and product portfolio. This has made comparisons between competitors quite difficult. So firstly, we can look at the number of users in the UK in the restaurant chains, similar to Miller and Carter in 2018. Nando's comes up first, and interestingly, two other brands as part of the M&B company come second and fourth, Harvester and Toby Carvery. There are far more locations across the UK for both these brands, and both have a lower price point than Miller and Carter. When looking at the criteria from section 1, we can see that price is a major factor in customer experience, and the sense of food quality and service quality has to be determined by the value for money. This may explain why Miller and Carter falls behind, as the price point is much higher and the clientele of the highest ranked brands in the UK don't quite fit the target audience. Next is the YouGov Buzz Score. The Buzz Score is an important part of the brand index and is an authoritative measure of brand perception. Unlike any other brand intelligence, Brand Index continuously measures public perception of thousands of brands across dozens of sectors, including Miller and Carter. Miller and Carter comes fourth behind Greggs, Nando's, and Costa. And the Buzz Score asks if you've heard anything about the brand in the last 2 weeks, be it negative or positive, and was it through news, word of mouth, and through advertising. The scores are net scores calculated by subtracting the percentage of negative responses from the positive. So being in the top 5 for this sector would indicate that Miller and Carter are performing well and are popular in the UK, and the customer experience could be improved by learning from other practices at other chains. However, it will never compare to Greggs and Nando's. I have the opportunity to look at the NPS scores for Miller and Carter, well, at least its local firms, as I work for the Gosforth location, which is considered a house of excellence, which places us as one of the best venues in the chain. Therefore, customer experience is really important to us. This is reflected by our NPS scores. NPS scores infer how likely a customer would refer your business to others and is an indicator of a customer loyalty. M&C Gosforth have an average score of 84% over December, but it has fallen quite dramatically to 77.4% as of the 18th of March 2020. This could be due to the current climate of the coronavirus, but it also could be the fact that we're in a lull period after Valentine's Day. NPS scores are mostly private data collected by brands, therefore a direct comparison to competitors is not achievable, but it does give a good indication that the fall in scores is not that drastic and MNC is performing well in terms of customer experience. And with that concludes the short blog on food service industry. Thank you for listening, and as shown by this slide, a full set of references has been provided.